Reacting to My Girlfriend is Kind of Odd by Odd1sOut's. Let's go!
You know how when people get into a new relationship, they go through a honeymoon phase? Well, me and my girlfriend went through a is the person I'm dating a deranged murderer phase.
When she first came over to my house, she thought my Nintendo figure collection was something only a psychopath would have.
And she's right. When you've been living alone for so long...
I mean, to be honest, if you deify Bowser to that degree specifically, like the Nintendo figures themselves, fine. But Bowser, the chronic kidnapper, I might be a little concerned if I was a female as well. Just saying.
Sometimes you just need to buy friends
Aww.
and put them on display.
Aww.
And sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or chairs. Luckily, I just collect hunky reptile figures. Gift doesn't actually think I'm a psychopath anymore, which is good, you know, because I don't want anyone to know the truth. However, early on in our relationship, there were some things I did that she didn't like. Like one time I was unloading the dishwasher and I was putting away the knives and Gift looked at me all concerned and I asked, "What's the matter, huh? Huh?" I don't know what made her run to the other side of the room like that when I could clearly just throw the knife at her.
Yeah, what a silly idiot, am I right? Like, he clearly could have just speared her straight through the dome.
Yeah, she's kind of stupid. But she definitely got her point across that she didn't like me holding multiple knives and told me to cut it out. But I didn't know if she was a psychopath either, though, because there are definitely some things about her that made me question her sanity. Like how she owns a $2,000 animal mascot costume, but she hates sports. That's weird. One time when I was over at her apartment...
You know what? To be honest, the biggest thing for me is just the fiscal irresponsibility. I'm like, $2,000? Where'd you drum up the $2,000 for a furry suit, right? That's my main question. How did you afford that? That's like a car.
I was looking through her freezer, assuming she had bagel bites, and I asked, "Hey babe, where's all the bagel bites?" And there was this plastic grocery bag in there, and she tells me, No, don't look in there. We don't have any bagel bites. You ate them all, remember? But in my mind, all I'm thinking is, hold on. What the frick does this chick have in her freezer that she doesn't want me to see? A freezer is not a place where you tell someone, don't look in there. You say that about underwear drawers and toilets. That's it. I don't know what we did for the next 10 minutes, because all I was thinking about was how many severed hands were in Gift's freezer. But then I thought, okay, maybe I'm overreacting.
I guess I never realized until that scene how many severed hands there are in animated world. Like, there's so many severed hands in anime, there's so many severed hands in, like, the Marvel universe somehow. I've never once severed a hand. Where are all these people, and why are they severing hands? Why is everybody just severing their hands out in every cartoon ever?
I optimistically asked, "Hey, babe, are you, perhaps keeping a surprise for me in the freezer? Like a birthday cake? My birthday's not for another 5 months, but that's the only thing I could think a person would hide in a freezer that wouldn't make them a psychopath." And
here's another question. What gift do you need to keep refrigerated? What gift do you need to keep in the freezer? What are you giving them that it needs to be and maintain deep freezing states?
Said, nope.
Is it like spunk? Frozen spunk?
What's in there? Don't worry about it. Do you not see how this looks? If the doors weren't locked, I would have been out of there. I wasn't about to lose sleep over this, so I held up the knife I had from the previous joke and said, "What's in the freezer?" And she went, "It's a dead snake." You had a dead snake next to the bagel bites! So fun fact about my GIF, she owns 8 snakes. Apparently she used to own 9. I've learned that snakes are a very low-maintenance pet. You only have to feed them once every 3 years, and if you cut them in half, they turn into 2 snakes. Yeah, so I have no clue how one of her snakes could have died. And another fun fact, snakes lack the part of the brain that feels love. They're physically incapable of showing affection.
That's something that's always kind of confused me about people who keep reptiles as pets, because I think they're really cool, but I think it would just kind of depress me to love something so much that couldn't love me back. So I feel like people who own reptiles as pets, they're usually viewed as like very cold or even evil, right? Because of like the whole slithering connotation. But in a way, I think they're some of the most altruistic pet owners because they are showing love and affection and care for something they know can't love them back, and they don't care. They're still going to show love and take care of it. I don't think that I would be like a giving, altruistic, caring enough person to do that. Isn't that kind of a weird dichotomy? Like, everyone views reptile owners as the coldest on average, right? But they're probably the most friendly or the most loving out of all pet owners. Because it's the most, like, It's the most altruistic. They don't get love in return.
Pet Hognose would sell your soul to Snake Satan for one dead mouse.
Whoa.
So she already has 8 pets that don't love her, and potentially her boyfriend too if he doesn't get rid of that freezer snake. At least my reptiles aren't dead in a freezer. I immediately start asking questions. Why do you have a dead snake in your freezer? How many other dead animals are in your freezer?
That's fair.
What the heck's wrong with you? And she said, I wanted to get him taxidermied, but the person I wanted to have do it was busy. Also, there's dead rats in there for my snakes. Oh, that explains why the bagel bites tasted so funny. What's extremely gross...
He's like, yo, I've been making mad gains. There were definitely some extra protein in those bagel bites. I didn't know I was making, like, rat gains.
...is that the snake is still in there
Ew.
to this day. I don't know how long the snake was in there before, but it's been well over a year since that incident.
Guys, chat and YouTube comments, I have a question for you. Is getting your pets taxidermied odd? I feel like there's been a few red flags raised here, but I don't want to be a judgmental Jamie, but I think taxidermy in general is just kind of strange. Like, I've seen too many horror movies involving it. I kind of just like, I want to let them die and go into the normal cycle of nature. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be preserved and turned into a mummy. I want to die, have worms eat me, the worms poop out parts of me, and then I grow a tree from worm poop fertilizer, and I'm part in the tree. My carbon is in the tree now. You know what I mean? I feel like taxidermy is kind of weird. Right?
Honestly, great though, because now she can never complain about the state of my refrigerator. I'll have potatoes that are sprouting more potatoes, grapes that are getting me tipsy, and if she points any of it out, I just respond with, oh, you think my refrigerator's disgusting? Yeah, Medusa? Uh-huh. One time she said...
She might be Medusa, but brother, you're looking like Bacchus right here.
You think my refrigerator's disgusting? Yeah, Medusa?
Oh, Barry.
Uh-huh. One time she said, my fridge smells terrible and I don't know why. Really? You can't think of a single reason? She said, no, I said the fridge smells bad, not the freezer. I said, I will flush your snake down the toilet and give you a swirly.
Whoa.
Now, that's the sign of true love, kids. But for all I know, she could totally still have severed hands in there.
Honestly, this would scare me because I'd be worried that then if she cares about her snake, and let's say she loves her snake like 8 out of 10, and she loves me a 10 out of 10, does that mean when I die, she's going to keep me in a refrigerated deep freezer waiting for someone to taxidermy me, which I'm pretty sure is illegal? Like, that would freak me out. Like, would you guys want to be taxidermied after you died? Like, I know I'm dead, so I shouldn't care, but that sounds horrific for some reason.
With the snake situation, there's some other things I've learned from being in a relationship. Apparently, there are rules and etiquettes when eating food, and my girlfriend sure does love and enforce those rules. I was taught, don't put your elbows on the table, close your mouth when you're chewing unless you want to talk to someone, and make sure you eat something green every once in a while. But according to her, there's more than that. Like, did you know that bagel bites aren't a part of a balanced diet? We were at a restaurant one time, pre-COVID, and when we got our food, Gift took a napkin and put it on her lap and told me to do that as well because you're supposed to do that in society. I looked around the restaurant and said, but no one else has a napkin on their laps. And she said, that's because you wanted to eat at a Denny's. I didn't know why she was such a stickler for table manners until I went to her family's place for Thanksgiving, and I stepped inside and saw 2 sets of staircases in their house, and it all made sense.
Bro, I'm not taking lessons on etiquette or social norms from someone who has a frozen snake in their fridge and a furry suit in their basement. I'm just saying, I feel like they might be slightly out of touch with what is considered societally normal, you know?
Oh, they're fancy. And collect staircases.
Hey, to be fair, we now know how she afforded the $2,000 furry suit, so maybe I'm talking out my ass, right?
Going to my girlfriend's home for Thanksgiving was the first time I met a partner's parents, and I tried really, really hard to get them to like me. Because I'm kissing their firstborn child. I'm in the house, Dad's watching sports. I love sports! I lied. Mom's working on a puzzle. I love puzzles! They used to call me the Puzzle King in high school. Her brother's playing Mario Odyssey. I love Mario. Oh, wait, I don't have to impress you. You suck at this game. In an effort to get them to like me more, I brought a gift for Gift's family. I got them a little baby cactus because it's small and prickly and doesn't like to be touched. Just like her. Ooh, ow, babe. No, babe. It was a joke. It was a joke, babe. I'm sorry. Gift's Thanksgiving meal was the polar opposite of my family's Thanksgiving. My family does Thanksgiving with 2 other families, and they all come together with mashed potatoes, and everyone gets in a line with paper plates, and we all have one big mashed potato potluck.
Guys, Thanksgiving is the best holiday. Don't at me. Name a better holiday than Thanksgiving. I'll wait. Thanksgiving is goated. It's all about being thankful. It's not even like Nothing can touch it. It's got turkeys. It's got sweet potato casserole. It's got mashed potatoes. There's no holiday that even comes close.
Then I sit at the kids' table to avoid talking about politics. Gift's family used real plates and
Whoa.
had candles, and everyone puts a napkin on their lap. I felt like Shrek at Fiona's castle. They had 3 forks of various sizes, but I still wanted them to like me, so I wasn't about to point out that it made no sense to use 3 different forks to eat a meal. This must be why Gif is so afraid of knives. All these cutlery options are bringing up childhood traumas of going up all the stairs. But Gif's family was so fancy that I actually didn't even meet them on Thanksgiving.
What?
My memory just filled in that we were having a Thanksgiving meal. Gif read this script and was like, you know you didn't meet them on Thanksgiving, right? That was just a regular Tuesday brunch. That wasn't even a meal to be thankful for?
Yo, the fact that they have a regular Tuesday brunch tells you these people are bougie. They have so much money. No wonder. Like, they've got, like, we can own 30 furry suits. $32,000 furry suits. Honestly, she was being probably incredibly fiscally responsible. Past Wesley, you're an idiot. The fact that she didn't buy like a $200,000 furry suit shows that she was actually being really fiscally responsible. Like, dude, right?
Why'd we talk about politics so
wealthy.
much? One of the big...
Hey, Odd1sOut's is like, hey, I've got YouTube money, but I've locked it down with the generational wealth right here. Let's go.
Political debates we have is that Gif tells me I wear dad socks. But I don't think she understands my genius. You see, if I buy and wear the same pair of socks for the rest of my life, I'll never have to worry about matching socks ever again.
That's
I've
actually
already
true.
picked out the socks that I'm going to be wearing at my funeral. And as we were wrapping up our non-thankful meal, I got up from the table, and Gif's dad said, "Hey, I have those socks." So I guess she's right about some things. And her dad totally likes me now.
And her dad had kids. And guess what, guys? When you have kids, it means he got laid. Therefore, dad socks get you laid. So Odd1sOut, genius.
And as long as I make Gif happy, then I know her parents will like me, no matter what socks I wear. And
That's
as long
sweet.
as you're with someone who makes you a happier person, then they're a good partner too. Even if they refuse to throw away the dead snake they've had in their freezer for almost 3 years.
Maybe not that part.
Well, hello, everyone.
Maybe not that part, though. Maybe not. Do I have dad socks? Actually, I have something more horrifying than dad socks right now. I have dad feet. I'm wearing no socks. And no, I will not show you because half of you would want to whack off to it, and half of you would be scared out of your mind because half of people think feet are sexual and half of people think feet are disgusting. So either way, there's no good outcome here. You know what I mean? But
Everyone, I know it's been a while, but I hope you all enjoyed this video.
I love
There were
Odd1sOut.
lots of things to learn in my first serious relationship, and if you have any advice for being in your first serious relationship, then let me know in the comments. I'm sure me and a bunch of other commenters will find that helpful. Fun fact, Gif and I wrote this video together, so if you didn't like it, that's on her. I'm just
Honestly,
kidding.
I loved it, especially the fact that his GF was writing the video with him, and she kind of had some self-roasts in there. I feel like this shows that they have a really good, like, rapport, and I think anybody who's able to laugh at themselves at some level, right, that's a super nice and helpful trait to have in any relationship.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to end up in the freezer. Huge thanks to my amazing team for once again bringing these animated anecdotes to life.
I love
couldn't
Odd1sOut,
have made
man.
this video without them. And on top of this, thank you all for supporting Cafe Chaos on Kickstarter. We sincerely appreciate all pack. Be sure.
Yo,
thank
guys,
you again.
Odd1sOut is a king. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had an absolute blast reacting to it. I always get so pumped when I see he's uploaded. That being said, guys, hope you have an awesome day. Take care of yourself. Make sure you subscribe for more reaction, and please comment. Let me know other videos you want to see reactions to, whether they're from Odd1sOut, any other animators, or just anything on YouTube in general. We also do the reactions live on twitch.tv/talk to Wesley. I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care of yourself, guys. I'm